Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. You think it's soon be 26. Not the game, of course, but the year is soon approaching. Not yet though. Don't know why I said that, but just thought of an intro. Anyway, moving along. Of course, Farming Simulator is every 2 years, so they do have the big update, which will be out very soon. I believe it's just around about 2 weeks now, I suppose, and then you'll have a big update, and then we will have a Scottish farm added, which actually looks very promising. Not just being Scottish and it looks and stuff, but they've added fish and things onto it as well, so they've expanded the game there. So if you're looking to get the game, maybe you'll wait a month or so, and then yeah, you go have this big expansion. Right, so we are obviously on our farm, but you notice here that there is lots and lots and lots of contracts. Some loads of harvesting, fertilizing, cultivating. So these are all pretty good contracts, and ones that we can take quite a lot on. So Lex is going to take one on. I'm not sure if he's going to take the mowing on here, because that's a big contract. We've got 2 ploughing.
You're going to give me permission.
We've got 2 ploughing and grass. Right, I don't know if you just heard Lexa. I need to go into the settings here. Is it the settings? Lexa's pushing wrong buttons. Setting. No, I've got. What am I doing here? It's throwing me out now. So Lexa says I need to give him permission. Farm management, and I still push wrong button. That's what I want to do. And here should have promote to farm manager. So we're going to promote Lexa. Do you know, I do this every time. I don't know why he doesn't keep him as farm manager. So there we go. Anyway, he's on farm manager now. Right, so he's promoted. I demoted, so I'm off now. Okay, so skipping past that, back to the contracts. Yeah, so Lex is going to choose a contract, whether it's the mowing, whether it's whatever, cultivating. You might choose that one, and you got this other grass one right at the bottom here. Was it tender grass? But I'm going to cheat. That's the wrong word. I'm going to choose 2 contracts. You've got these 2 here, 2 ploughings, but I'm going to hire the items and set the contract from this bottom one. Looks like Lex has taken the contract. But I'm going to also use the items, and then I can take on the ploughing contract for field 10, and I can still use that equipment, which will make it easier to looks like, yeah, Lex has taken on the mowing, so I can then take on the second ploughing, in which case I haven't actually got to borrow the equipment. As we can see, our money is really going up, so we can soon hopefully start to buy this stuff. And we all know this tractor is certainly one of the most powerful and one of the best to have, with the old traction wheels here. I think, was it last Farming Simulator? It was kind of one of the highlights. Where we're going, it doesn't really matter. It looks like we've got a field 84 there. So if that's, and we've got a field 10. So let's just get ourselves out onto the road. And we've got 65, unless Lexa, which is oh, Lexa's got 84, so we might as well do field 10 to start with. Yeah, as I was saying, this tractor I do believe was one of the main features on one of the Farming Simulators a few years back. I think they used it on the cover. Can't ask me, I don't remember what year, but I don't think it's that long ago. Right, so yeah, Lexa has reached his destination of 84. So this here looks like our first field. Right, so let's just move along here. That is a big old plough, isn't it? Right, so let's get round this edge. And we need to unfold the plough and lower it down, and off we go. As I was saying, we can see the money's gone up, and now anyone who's followed the farming simulator videos will know, and we'll be honest, we did add one of the government signs that does help you earn money, because we're getting so far that we felt we wasn't getting far. So we wanted to encourage the farm and things like that. So we've put it down. Yes, it helps us with money, but we wanted to be able to move forward. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the big update for the game coming soon. And I know some people say I should lift the plough for this, but there it goes. But yeah. So we're not sure whether we're going to stick with this map or whether we will actually transfer over to the new Scottish map. And of course, you know, there might be other maps available coming soon as well. Of course, you do need to pay for the update on this one, because it's not like a mod one. This is a paid from Giants themselves, which all helps, of course, to contribute towards keeping the game going. So it's always good to support your favourite games. And looks like Lex is really getting on with that mowing. 17% done already. Now our fields, we have 3 fields which we'll need. It's not quite ready to harvest, but it won't be too long. So hopefully we can get our own fields harvest, and then we can either spend the money on equipment or buying some new fields, or a bit of both. I'm not doing that very well. I'm going right off the edge there, aren't I? It's because I'm talking and harvesting. Allow create fields? Is that something different? Have I missed something here? I've not played this game since we last did the video. So you got mode AI worker. Oh, steering assist. That's interesting. I've not seen that one before either. Holding down 0. That's quite a new one for me. Right, so I'm going to take that up, and then we can. I'll crash into some trees here. That's because I've got this view on. What's happening? It's because of this plough. See, I tried to do it correct, and this is what happens. Let's go back to this. There we go. I've got stuck on the tree there. I'm quite interested in that. I'm going to take another quick look at that. Right, let's set that up. That's going to go along there. So holding a 0, you got work width, number of lines. Oh, I know what that is. Steering assist. Oh, there we go. Now, this is something Lexa uses. I've not actually used this yet. Lexa, I'm using your assist, AI assist, which case basically it gives you the lines which you can follow, as we can see. Yeah. So, anyone who's not seen this for the first time, I take it we drive along the orange line. You know, again, I know I'm driving, pulling the plough around corners. Personally, I like to give myself room to do things like lifting ploughs and harvesters and cultivators, the equipment using. How do we turn this off? Okay, we'll sort that out in a minute. So now Alexa is on 41%. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of swapsies for the video. So once Alexa gets to, let's say, 50%, we're going to swap vehicles, and then he can carry on ploughing and I'll do a bit of grass cutting, just so we're not doing the same thing for the video, like doing all ploughing. So we'll see this is a good quality plough, and we know this is a great tractor. I'm swapping over. I don't know if I'm going to get Alexa back out of this tractor actually. But we just thought we'd give you something different to view in this video. I haven't really got time to see how I'm going to turn these lines off. I'll let Alexa do that. Mind you, when he hops in they may not be here anyway. Right, so we can slow that down. Okay, right, Alexa, let's swap over. There he is. So oh, he has got his lines on. See, look, you can see he's got his lines on. See, so he's got this grass cutting on this field. I'm going to muck it all up for him now, ain't I? Anyway, let's get them it all started. So we need to unfold. There it goes, done that. We need to turn the mower on. Right, same for the back one. It shoots down, so we just turn it on. Hopefully, yep, there we go. This looks like a pretty quick tractor and all. For wow, this is a speedy tractor. We're going to control the speed on this one. Okay, so there we go. First part done. So if we follow this orange line and get it in the middle, we can use the two blue lines. There we go. How fast can we get in this? This feels really quick. 14 miles an hour. This feels really quick on here actually. Now, I only get so much of this field done quickly. 57%. Wow. Either this is a really powerful tractor or the field's quite working quite easy to do. So he's now done 64% on the ploughing field. Need to be watch what I'm doing. So of course we've got Halloween coming up very soon. If you want to share any Halloween stories or pictures with us, that'd be great. You know, we do like to share and interact with people who and I'd be out there watching, listening. You know, we try and do a few Halloween specials or make something different for Halloween. Of course, this time last year was quite a difficult time for us, which was coming to the end. And if you go back onto our channel and find last year's Halloween special, you will see what I mean. But it was a time of actually that it was the end of a difficult period for us. But it did allow us to create something extra for our Halloween special. So go check that out. Let us know what you think, of course. And if you've got an idea this year, because we've just been talking about what we can do. Whether it's creating something or try to make a funny video, or whether a spooky video. You know, I think it's with Halloween, everyone's got their own ideas. Some are fun now, some like spooky, some just like a bit of a light-hearted amusement. So obviously I think over the years Halloween has grown in this country more so for having a bit of fun. Right, back to the farming simulator. So around, I'm just trying to think of the date, I think it's like around 4th, 6th of November is the update for it. So Alexa's doing well with that ploughing, he's got 80% now. So the choices we're going to have to make really is, do we buy more fields for next year, or do we buy some more equipment? I'd like to really just buy more fields so you make your own money. But I'm also swaying that we do need more equipment, because we haven't really upgraded our equipment since the game started. So I think we really need to perhaps get 1 or 2 new equipment. Of course, better equipment means we can do new jobs, or jobs quicker. Who's going to race first? Is he going to get that ploughing job done first, or are we going to get this mowing one done first? It's going to be quite tight. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I have to go back for that a little bit. We're going to have to do it, aren't we? Yeah, got that. A view from inside the cab there. Bit of change in the weather here where we are. It kind of really does feel like a change today. It's wet and blowy, and of course we changed our clocks here in the UK on Sunday, so to the winter time. Of course discussions are going on, of course, should we still be doing that? There's not really much new farm simulator, but in fairness, the actual whole idea, or one of the reasons why we used to do or still do that, is I think due to farming and agriculture. Some say it's all to do with business, some say it's to do with farming, and some say it's safety to do with the children and schools and things like that. So take your pick, I suppose. There's all sorts of reasons why we might do things like that. Maybe it's just tradition now. So Lex is on 94%, so he's definitely going to get that ploughing done before us. 96. So if he goes to field 65 once he's finished that ploughing, we will take this tractor, although it's not needed and obviously can't do anything there, we'd meet him there. I didn't do that, did I? Very well. I was swayed. I'm hoping that'd be enough to take. Shouldn't affect the contract. I need to move over a bit. There we go. 94, almost done. Yeah, 95. A little bit more. So we're on 196, so hopefully these contracts will take us up to 200,000. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? You'd fancy 200,000. I'm sure many of us would. But we can easily spend that on farming and agriculture and your overheads. It seems a lot, but it is not a cheap business to be involved in, of course. Right, okay, so we've finished this contract. Oh, I'm rushing. What I'm doing is, right, we need to lift and we need to fold, and then we need to swap to that one. We need to turn that off. We need to lift and fold. Okay, so Let's go find Lexter. Can't get out on that road. Where can we go? Down here. There we go. There's me. I was beginning to really find my way around this map, and it's like I've completely forgotten it. Go through the town. Right. Round here, up here. Looks like Lex is almost there. Not too far behind. And what we can do is we can take a closer look at that tractor and that plough as he's starting to do the field. The old wind blowing the old front of the mower there. We need a road cleaner. He's making a mess on this road, eh? Nearly there. As we say, if we keep going, you'll get to the edge of the map anyway. So, he's telling you can't go any further. Alright, and we go. There he is. So what we can do is I'm just gonna park this tractor on the side here. It's not on anybody's way on the view. Right, so let's check the road there. Let's go take a closer look at this machine at work. Look how far that's cut in there. Look, see the difference in the ground level. And you've got the ploughs. Of course, we've got stones now. We've never actually hired a stone picker. As we can see, this is a big field, big open field here. Lots of green trees. Well, we're in July now, so it's in summertime. It looks like something's growing. I'll take it corn by the looks of it in here. It looks like this field needs a bit of a weed. So, I also got oat in there. It's ready to harvest. Fertilised 80%, so it's pretty good. 67 yield bonus. So yeah, not too bad. If he'd weeded it, it'd get a better quality. But that's probably one of those fields that's in that contract ready to be harvested, I would imagine. Okay, so let's we can see he's on the way back here. We'll just have a little look at how this field works, and then where I think it's. So there we are. We see the plough turning over there, or the mud, either way. Got these machines. Look at those wheels going around, all those different cogs, making these the wheels with the tractions easier to go over muddy fields or large fields quicker, speedier. Yeah, I can run backwards very quick. See, Lexa does it properly, not like me. Oh, look, wheelie, one wheel. So there we go. So we're making good progress and making some money for the farm. So yeah, so join us for our next farm simulator to hopefully discuss how we're going to spend some money. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, that's gone quick, but it's almost 25 minutes. See you later. Bye now.